We are live on Steam, YouTube, and waiting on Twitch, sending the data to Twitch. It's been a long time since I've done this. From now on, I'm going to go ahead and stream here on the YouTube channel and keep it public where you can see it. Because I did delete some of the video stuff to focus on political stuff, but I don't really care about the political stuff that much. So we're going to do a mix of political and gaming stuff. It's my channel. I'm doing what the fuck I want with it. Don't like that, kiss my ass. And also follow me. The Ultimate Big 01 is live. YouTube and waiting on Twitch. All right, we're back. Hey, yeah, 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 ooh. Yeah, yeah, ooh. Yeah, yeah, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I love that song. Okay, let's see here. Let's get this. We last left off, I believe in the dance. Okay, this helps too. Okay, I think that's a little better. We are ready.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off.
Hey, Salazar.
Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable
What
insects out for
direction they
some
going with this
exercise
character?
down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, because boredom kills me.
He sounds like a
I look
character
forward
out
to
of
our
like
next encounter
the Monsters.
in another life.
But yeah, it looks like a Napoleon Bonaparte wannabe cosplayer. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Weird cosmetic choices for that character. The castle is frankly the least, to me, the least engaging part of Resident Evil 4. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the lack of the chainsaw character. The chainsaw character made this game scary to me. I speak for everybody. And when you got to the castle and realized that you're not fighting the villagers anymore, it became a lot less scary for me, frankly, because look at this. Look at this dumb shit. This game is wacky as hell. I mean, I know it goes for horror, but it's a wacky ass fucking adventure. And when you got the chainsaw god, that shit gets serious real quick. Oh, he rips your head off while you're still moving around. It was freaky. That freaked me out. I guess I can't speak for a lot of people, but for me, that was the first time seeing that was weird as fuck. And there's no other moment like, well, there are other deaths in this game. The deaths make this game scary. The enemies themselves, not so much. It's the certain ways they can kill Leon. That's what makes this game really horrifying. But once you get desensitized to it after repeated playthroughs, it doesn't work anymore. So it kind of just like becomes more boring. And then you play and it get better. Your skills hit a plateau, and you're like me, like you're kind of tired of playing Resident Evil 4. And the reason why 5 is so much less light than 4 is because they censor the deaths. Like the chainsaw death, you don't see it in 5. It's censored. That's stupid. Why? I'm not trying to argue for like horrific depiction of mutilation in games, but if it's a horror game, it sets the tone, does it not? You want to have like some fear factor in your horror. 5 and 6 did not have that. 4 had that, and even though a lot of people call it campy, it was ironically more serious as results. Even though 5 and 6 try to be more serious, they come across as ironically campier than 4. It's so weird. Very weird. This is a weird franchise.
Welcome.
No reason. Oh, I said kid on this one. One prize. Lame. I don't feel like doing that, so not. Yay. Bottle cap. Okay.
Welcome.
Real good.
Got some rare things. What are you buying? Is that all? Is that all? Is that all? Is that all? What are you buying? Is that all? Is that all? Thank you.
Is that all, stranger?
What are you selling?
Jesus Christ, why do people love the merchant? I don't know. Is that all, stranger?
Is that all? What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. What are you selling?
Okay.
Ah. Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. Come back anytime.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Down into We got the Spanish name of these enemies. Here. Let's go. Hold on, I gotta see if I can hear myself. The chainsaw death, you don't see it, but it says so that you can't. So, testing again. Yep, we're good to go. Just had to check my audio. I do it periodically. Okay. These enemies are harder to spawn professional. They're nearly invincible, so you gotta look at the portal and look at the footprints on the ground. This is always a trick. You never get attacked, that's just scary. Don't shoot your gun and waste ammo. I've done that before. The second one is an actual enemy. And on professional, they hit really hard. You get decapitated very quickly if you're not careful. So you want to watch yourself. See that smoke? That's the enemy. But at this range, you're not going to hit it with a shotgun. So get a little close. Oh, this is also fast. Let's go. Use the right analog stick to look and then aim. This way to aim. Just sprinting out there, getting hit by something, getting shot. Very useful later portion when enemies have guns. The stupidest one was present for the island. So they have fucking guns. The guns are not, well, thematically scary. In real life, guns are all horrifying, but in a horror game, they're not. So usually used like an item for salvation for the characters. I would Capcom give the enemies guns. It's not scary. So stupid. You can tell they ran out of ideas to get to the island. Yeah, but I can't see it. Get the grenade. Oh, but the grenade. I think you can one shot these things. Yep. That sounds about right. Uh,
Magazine.
I'll just advertise for pizza. They come by and deliver those. That's all. I'll keep them. Well,
Oh,
will
you
you?
can keep it. I mean, doesn't mean you put them.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me go out and get something to eat.
Would you mind picking
I
me
don't
up?
want.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
I'm hungry, but I have $5 bill and a $7 in the bank.
Oh, so you have no money.
No money because I'm Monday. So I'm gonna ask for me. It's your money.
Um.
I already ate some stuff here anyway, so I'm not gonna mess with that.
All right. I'll just. Is there a store open right now?
I need like food, fast food.
Say I am rusty. I played Resident 4 in years because I got bored with this game. Oh, my reaction time is slow and my aiming is bad. I seen today I could snipe that thing, go into the menu, pull a shotgun, hit it with that, and then kick him at the same time. I can't do that shit now. And feels like I missed anything. Okay. Last one. This part kind of freaked me out. Ugh. Hey. Just one little. Ooh. The other part freaks on us little smash lines. I don't know, some of the things just. Okay, there's a trick to this. You can get a ton of extra trinkets, like I'm about to do. Flashback, jump, then gotta kill them. If you retry, they'll disappear. If they run to this room, they disappear. Now it's battle time. Pistol, your grenades, and get ready for action. Oh yeah. Okay. That was not what I wanted. That's have a barbecue cultist. Kind of difficult to fight these guys. They're equal, this is about four of them, but they gang up on the hindsight. Grab you, and it's weird. It's just easy to bounce. Put them down to a few of them. So you should. Oh boy. That was something. Stay locked and stay loaded. Let's see. Off topic, I get to raise the subject. What is with the lunatics at the airports attacking flight attendants and passengers and pilots and getting duct taped to the seats as a result and kicked off and banned from flights? And what is wrong with Americans? That just popped into my mind. I just want to comment on that. How stupid are you that you go into a flight and you're acting a fool to the point that you're being duct taped to a seat? And that's happened multiple times. It's really not funny, because that's not the way to actually treat people. But at the same time, I kind of got to see it from the perspective of the flight attendants and the passengers. What else can you do with an unruly lunatic passenger on a flight? You can't just dump them off in the flight midair. Now, if they're running a Greyhound or some type of bus, they can drop them off like a location. They can take another route. God damn, that is just cruel and stupid. They'll take people to the seat, but then they're stupid. I just brought them because it's just a random thought I had. America's so fucked up. If you can live anywhere in the world, don't live in the United States. Because this nation has a severe mental health crisis. I mean, not just the regular people, but also, you know, these so-called professionals, these degree holders, these license holders, doctors out there losing their medical license for spreading COVID misinformation, lawyers trying to antagonize hospitals like Linwood, the Trump lawyer, people spreading lies about medical information, and I'm just like, what in the world is wrong with people? I don't get it. Something's mentally wrong with people in this country, and it reminds me of, like, my family. Like, I've never been duct taped on a flight. I've never been on a plane before, and I'm not going to 90 United States at least, because people are too unruly. Never treat a passenger like duct tape. That's just fucked up. That's stupid too. Like, you find a way to calm them down and do that. It's just like something's just wrong with Americans, man. The people in this country are just, I don't know. America's weird.
Welcome.
Weird people.
Got some rare things.
Oh,
what are you
rare?
buying? Come back anytime.
No, because there's no point. There's nothing on sale. Yeah, continuing, I guess. Wait a minute, did I get the treasure? I got the mask. Damn. One funny thing I'm going to share. The racism in this country is insane. There's a prevailing myth in America of black people have low intelligence, and even other black people have this stupid idea in their head. That's how dumb people are. The real dumb ones. It actually got me fired from a company called Southern Global Services. I'm going to name and shame the people who said that this African chick, she comes from African nation. Africans have presidential attitudes towards black Americans. She called me dumb. Thought I was stupid. If you know anything about my writings and what I say on social media, I'm not a dumb dude. But when she was one of the trainers of Southern Global Services. She was for this stupid ass company called firm. A firm is like a merchant that provides credit for like certain companies like Walmart and whatnot. Okay, so this African chick, Rashida, gets in front of a class. She asked me to read because it's like high school here. We're supposed to be professional. We're reading documents and affirm guidance information to the class. She asked me to read in front of class, and I read it. But there was something about how the credit account will be charged off if it's not paid, and it was not clear on the time frame from delinquency that it'll be charged off. It really was not clear. The class pretended it was, and they clearly were not well informed. And I'll be honest, I was not really paying that much attention because she was such an idiot and terrible instructor. The problem with these companies is that they don't know how to train their workers properly because they don't know how to disseminate information in a more clear and concise and adequate manner. So I'm in the class, a little confused on the time frame. This dumb African chick, Rashida, gets in front of the class and says, trying to imply that I can't read. You read my social media, my Twitter account at ChrisAJackson01, notes and mails, read my writings. Do I seem like I'm illiterate? No. Well, some people have difficulty perceiving information. She used the word perception. I'm actually a psychologist, well, a student of psychology. You know, I've read some of the theories about learning, about distance, affection, about Freudian projection, about how people can grow and learn and mature mentally, the stage of learning development, cognitive development. That's one of the reasons why I don't value American education systems and their accolades and degrees, because a lot of people get these degrees, like some of the people are gonna mention, like that woman, she had a college degree or some type of certificate, they're not educated. And it's evidenced by them doing dumb stuff like that. You're gonna get in front of your class and imply that a black guy who you know nothing about cannot read, based upon what? To make that assessment, you have to actually understand someone's education level. You have to see them reading a variety of sources in various contexts. It could have been a case I could have struggled understanding it. Maybe I was just tired. Maybe the writing from the perspective of the guide itself was not clear enough. Maybe her instruction was not clear. Maybe I was just not feeling well and I just was not focused. You call that the fundamental attribution error. What the fundamental attribution error is when you mistakenly attribute a prejudicial or stereotypical behavior to explain someone's behavior. It's the mistake. It's the mistake that people make about making a quick assessment of someone's character, called intrinsic values, and to the disregarding of environmental or non-intrinsic values. The fundamental attribution error basically tells you that people are terrible judges of character. They ignore social, psychological, or any other external factor like economic factors, government factors, or again like peer-to-peer factors that can influence someone's behavior. And the assumption becomes, well, if someone behaves a certain way, it's entirely due to the person's intrinsic character, their mind. So, and to Rashida, she sees me apparently struggling to understand an article. She assumes, oh, it's just because he can't read. That's the fundamental attribution error. That's a prejudicial attitude. No, it's not because I'm illiterate. It's just because it was poorly written. She ignores the extrinsic factor that caused me to have difficulty understanding the article just being poorly written, and ascribes it to my apparent lack of reading comprehension. That prejudicial attitude is very, very prevalent in America, where a lot of people think black people are dumb. And I don't understand where that comes from and why people maintain that stupid idea, because I know a lot of intelligent, well-educated black folks. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm not dumb. I'm fairly educated. I'm a pretty knowledgeable guy. I literally predict the future on my videos. I'm not a dumb dude. I can read. And when she said the word perception, that just made me realize, oh, she's one of these armchair psychologists who don't really know anything about psychology. She's a Dunning-Kruger. Now, see, you can tell who's really a psychologist because I'm giving you some psychological theories that have actually been posited, promoted, written by textbooks and other literary works, and taught to psychologists and psychiatrists and philosophers of all kinds that have been pondered for generations. I'm actually a psychologist. I don't just throw around words like perception, even though that has relevance in psychological context. I don't just throw that stuff around without use and meaning. No, I understand what that stuff is. Rashida did not. And you know what I did? because that's clear discrimination, prejudice. I reported to a firm that there's something wrong with that company, because where stereotypes and prejudices lie, discrimination seldom is far behind. And where discrimination is at work, that means that there's a lot of other issues at play. And when it comes to business, a lot of business policies are being broken. Why? Because people are discriminating. Of course, if they are following business protocols, they will not discriminate. They will not be saying dumb shit like, oh, well, a black guy apparently can't read. So I reported to a firm. And you know what a firm did? They investigated that company, Sutherland Global Services. Sutherland lost their contract. That's what happens when you prejudge a black man, a black autodidact like the Oten being 01, your boy himself, and assume that they're stupid. They'll listen to it. They'll let it, brush out their shoulder. But they'll show you how dumb they are by getting back at you. Now, had Rashida and another racist bigot named Adam, had they been wise and not broken protocols like bringing cell phones to the floor, not discriminated, maintained a higher employee amount. Because when I walked in there was hardly any workers because they're discriminated. Clearly, there's some type of scam or something going on there. Because why would they bringing on people then firing them right away? That's stupid. They clearly could not get them certified and get them trained up properly. The training was the problem. Trainers are the problem. And a firm realized that that's why they ended the contract, because they could not train the workers. The trainer was the issue. It was not those in being 01's lack of reading comprehension. And the firm was smart to realize that, because I reached out to them on Twitter. That means they had access to my Twitter account. They could see, oh, those in being 01. This Christopher Jackson, this guy's not illiterate. What the fuck are they talking about? Oh, and they checked out some of the other stuff they're doing, like people bringing cell phones on the floor of a production facility. You're not supposed to do that. That could lead to information being leaked out, among other things. They lost a contract. And Sutherland has actually lost contracts for many, many business providers and servicers. So that's not the first time they've lost a contract. That company is a terribly ran business. That's the type of bullshit you deal with in America. The reason why I bring that, because that's just emblematic of the American lifestyle. You just deal with dumb people who do dumb shit, and it costs people everything, and it makes no sense. What's the point of discriminating against someone? Why would you ever do that? Seriously, why? It's just something's just wrong with Americans, man. I swear, something's really just wrong with the people in this country. That's why I hate this country. That's why I'm trying to go to Finland and pursue my medical education. I hear that Finland has a white supremacy problem too, and I don't doubt that. But I also understand that their government is more or less better ran, more efficient, more effective. And at least as far as people are concerned, I don't hear about crazy lunatic Finns going around and doing mass shootings every day, or trending on Twitter for being a Karen in public and getting duct to a plane, or discriminating overtly like Rashida did. There's just something wrong. Americans are uneducated. We rank low in a lot of education qualifiers like literacy tests, math competency tests, business assessment tests, and all that type of shit. We're a dumb nation, but we also have a severe mental health crisis. Why people do weird stuff like random mass shootings. Something's just mentally wrong with a lot of Americans. It's what it is, and this is something I've been compassionate about for years. It took me years to figure out what is wrong with the average American, like mentally, like why this is dumb and evil and hateful, and I finally realized it. The problem with Americans is that it's the culture of competition. We live in a competitive society where we got to compete for housing, education, jobs, government positions, contracts, and that type of culture breeds sociopathy. It turns people it makes them, how should I say this, revert back to their basal instincts of just being for themselves and not for the well-being of other people as a collective. Individualism as opposed to collectivism, that's what is wrong with the average American, because people are so focused on themselves They don't extend a helping hand. They become sociopaths, develop mental illnesses. They start to hate other people. They start to disregard people's well-being. They do things for themselves and to the detriment of others. And sometimes, because they're not being properly guided through life, they make decisions that are very dumb and very weird. That's why they do weird stuff like support a president like Donald Trump, because no one's there to tell them, no, this is not an effective leader. You've been misinformed and misled. You need to be properly educated on what effective leadership is. See, this is the psychological, this is the inner philosopher, the inner psychologist of the Ultimate Magazine 1 coming out right now. See, while you may think I'm just like my dumbass sister thought, I'm just a lazy gamer playing Resident Evil 4. No, I've been pondering this nation. I've been reading, I've been studying, I've been reflecting on a lot of different things. And a lot of stuff, frankly, it's not opinion. This is just a hard, ugly fact about this nation. I just had to realize. You may think of it as an opinion. See, that's concrete evidence that there's something wrong with America. It has to be the capitalistic structure of the nation. Everyone competing for themselves and not for the betterment of the collective, the nation as a whole. And the result is you have a lot of weirdos and mentally ill people who are poorly educated, who have nefarious intent, who don't care about nothing and will never care about nothing but themselves and maybe their families and their friends, and that's it. Don't even really care about their family and their friends, they just care about themselves. They've lived their entire lives being hateful, petty, cold, disgusting people, and they grow up, they go to school, get these degrees, they go on to the professional world, quote unquote, and they fuck up. They do dumb shit like lose a contract for their fucking company. No, mental illness is a major problem in the United States. It breeds contempt. It breeds. The United States is capitalistic, competitive society, individualistic society. It breeds contempt. It breeds hatred. It breeds all types of balance, ignorance, and it's the reason why you have a fucked up nation is largely because of the way this society was designed. There's too much hate, too much ignorance, not enough sympathy, not enough compassion, not enough understanding, and not enough edification of the people. Education is everything. The lack of education has ruined this nation. Think about that next time you're sitting there looking at a politician rambling on about nothing and you're trying to figure out what the hell they're talking about. And then look at the fact that they have power and you don't. That right there is a problem. That should never be the case. You should never have to look to supposedly educated leaders and wonder what the hell is this person even doing. That should never be the case. An educated person should be clear in their motives and their objectives. Something's just fundamentally wrong with America. Education is one of the main problems, so is mental health. But there's a lot of other stuff too I can talk about. But continuing on with the game, that was jeez, that was a huge tangent. All right, gotta be too philosophical for this fucking game. Let's go. Oh, smacked. Of course I'm gonna continue. This is my least favorite part. It's just so dumb. It's so dumb how it's structured, how I do. Assist. Oh, man. Fucked up a little too much. Oh.
Ahí está.
Man. Oh, this controller keeps getting disconnected. Fucking hell. Stand up. Look, bitch always runs out. Yep. Oh. One good example of the mental illness here. Talked about this previously on another video, Resident Evil 7. Some dude walked up on me out of the blue and said, "You won't fight me. I bet you won't fight me." I guess he was trying to protect his territory. This was a black guy. Now I'm looking at this dude like, if I was certain you didn't have a gun, I would slap your ass so hard. If I had a gun on me, I would have shot him in the head, thought nothing of it. See, when I talk about people in this nation, when I rant about America in my little videos on YouTube, I have people like that in mind. People just do just inexplicably stupid shit. That guy got out of his car, walked several yards to me, and said, "You won't fight me, I bet you won't fight me." Just a mentally ill piece of shit. I would have killed that guy if I had a gun. He's lucky I was not armed. Cause that is the quintessential definition of stand your ground. What gets to the mind of Americans to make them do dumb shit like that? I have no idea. But that's what I'm talking about. There's something wrong with people here. This nation needs a serious moment of reflection how it's acting, how it's always been. This normal people are not, a normal person never get out their car knowing they're in a nation with millions of guns in the hands of private citizens and talk about. Sorry about that, get disconnected. I was just saying, normal people never get out their car, walk several yards to a random person in a nation where they know guns everywhere and say, "You won't find me, I bet you won't find me." Black or not. That guy did not know if I had a gun. I guess he was prepared to die to prove that his dick was not small. I don't know. See, that's why I want to leave this country, because I'm getting a feeling like if you go to any other nation, you may find that some nations, well, in other nations, not so much. Like, I refuse to believe that all countries are this fucking bad. America's one of the worst places to live. It's a hell. Your life is constantly danger. People always doing dumb shit. I'm just like, no. Hell no, son. I'm not gonna tolerate this bullshit. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here, pursue my education, do something better myself. Waste away in this fucking hellhole from travesty of a nation. This nation is like going through this adolescent phase of becoming a developed nation. Like, it's like a childlike nation. There was a trend on Twitter earlier. It was something like Poopy Pants Biden. Poopy Pants Biden? It got tens of thousands of tweets. We live in a nation of adult fucking children, folks. This nation's fucked up beyond belief. It's like comically bad. Poopy Pants Biden in a nation where we have allegedly some of the best colleges like Harvard and Yale and Stanford and MIT. That's what's trending on Twitter. The information apparently has not been trickling down to these dumbass right wingers. Cause what grown man or woman will say Poopy Pants Biden? That's like the type of joke you make to your child. not to other adults in a supposedly educated society. Oh God, no. I cannot get to feeling any faster. I gotta go. I gotta go. 33 years of being in this stupid ass nation. I feel like I just wasted my time here. I found Christopher Jackson. He's a doctor. He's a practitioner of medicine. All my book learning is led me to that conclusion. But I'm not gonna finish my education here. No. I gotta get the fuck out. I can't deal with this shit. Immigrate the fuck away from here. Quick, fast, and soon. God, this nation's so retarded. Poopy Pants Bonnet. That was actually trending on Twitter, bro. I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. Dumbass. Uh-oh. The terrible controls are not making this easy. This game, in hindsight, has horrible controls. These controls are arcade as fuck. Jesus. Like, yes, like, dude, why Tusi just fucking move and shoot? God. Sometimes I wonder how this game became so famous. It's this stuff. Jesus. I don't know, something about the PS4 controller just yeah. Oh. Let's start arguing. Stop. Ooh, nice. Totally a mistake. Nice. might have to end the stream a little early. I think I'm having some issues, connectivity issues with the power. It's flickering. I don't know why. Everything in America's garbage. I'm in Texas, we're on this we're not on a western or eastern interconnection, so we're on a grid network that's actually partisan off from the rest of the nation's national grid. So we have like finite, we have a lesser quantities of electricity being produced and stored because of that. Because Texas government wants to like privatize its own grid and avoid federal legislators from regulating their portion of the grid. Assessing fees. Oh my God! Get away from me! Oh, you're going down, buddy. We're not doing that machine gun part. Kill this guy really quick. That's so really. Okay, I'm pissed off now. Fuck you. The game cheated. You going down, bitch. Such piety. It's been so many years since I've had the cultist actually make it to that point where he can go into that fucking machine. I don't think I've ever had that. Had that happen in years. Let's go. He goes on the street. There you go.
What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
If you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
It's a perfect moment to end that. Get off my back, bitch. Next. Oh shit. Oh.
Allí está.
Oh crap. This control. He's getting disconnected. Just so use a PS remote, PS4 play to put the PS4 game on the PC. It's not working very well. It's very weird. Very odd. Might have to start this What the fuck? I'm out of handgun bullets? It's been a long time since I ran out of handgun bullets. This, jeez. Burn, bitch. Oh. Yep. That was a long way. The damn bats. Jeez. This sucks. This controller makes this game unplayable almost. Fuck. So many years since I've had actually make it to that point. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do in the meantime. I'll be right back. Gotta figure out what to play next.
target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Momo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss. Isn't target locator working?